Let's ask this question right now for the clip. Is John Jones scared to fight you?
Yes, absolutely.
Tom Aspinall didn't hold back on impulsive, calling out John Jones and claiming the UFC legend is scared to face him. With confidence and fire, Aspinall made it clear he's ready and Jones is running.
But what's more important than that to me is winning. And that ain't going to happen if you're spending too much time on the other shit. So I am like in the gym religiously, recovering religiously, making my diets on point, making sure my diet's on point. Everything. I'm doing everything that I can to be the best version that I possibly can, and I won't miss it.
In an interview with Impulsive, Tom Aspinall, a UFC heavyweight fighter, suggested that John Jones may be reluctant to fight him due to fear. However, despite being aware that he might be the most dangerous fighter on the globe and capable of catastrophic knockouts, Aspinall acknowledged that he still finds combat so scary. He continued by saying that there have been occasions in the past when he was fighting both his opponent and himself.
I'll fight anybody, and I'll definitely fight anybody as well, but it's still scary. And I'm open with it, and I feel like when you are open with that and you embrace it, like it gives you a whole superpower in itself. You're like,
you own it.
I'm fucking scared, but I'm going to do it anyway. Like I'm going to look across, whether it's John Jones or somebody else, I'm going to look him in the eye and I'm going to be like, I'm fucking scared, but I'm coming for you.
The interim champion spoke out, going after John Jones's methods, expressing his anger that he has had enough of waiting. Aspinall publicly accused John Jones of avoiding both himself and former UFC superstar Francis Ngannou, suggesting that the long-standing title holder is procrastinating to avoid difficult fights.
He's definitely top three. He's definitely top three.
Absolutely. I'm not disputing that he's an amazing fighter. I think the fact that he didn't want to fight Ngannou for 3 years, and now he's not wanting to fight me for over a year, and the way he manipulates the media and the public is super smart. I'm not taking anything away from him. But do I think he's scared to take the tough fights at this stage in his career? Absolutely.
Aspinall was candid with Logan Paul on the Impulsive podcast. According to Tom, the pattern is similar to what happened with Ngannou, who departed the UFC following Jones's promotion from light heavyweight. Aspinall said that Jones is attempting to deceive the media and fans with his actions, albeit he acknowledged Jones's mastery of the technique.
Let's ask this question right now for the clip. Is John Jones scared to fight you?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, the thing with John is conning the public, man. Whoa.
However, Aspinall didn't stop there. Tom has trolled Jones many times pushing for the fight. From the t-shirt to the epic duck move, he has successfully irritated Jones. But this time, he's come to Jones's attention with a bicycle.
Great, get off.
Sorry, it's a Jones thing, Tom.
Tom further attacked Jones, calling him a cheat. Aspinall joined Piers Morgan for a fierce one-on-one interview, and he did not hold back when it came to Jones.
What do you think you have where you're better than him?
Well, John, let me first start by saying John is absolutely elite, and I completely agree with the notion that he's one of the best fighters ever.
Is he the greatest?
Potentially, but the way that I look at it is he has failed a couple of drug tests. To me, that rules you out of being the best of all time.
Really?
For me personally, yeah, I think.
Does it make him a cheat?
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah.
However, Aspinall believes Jones should be allowed to fight him as long as he's not using drugs.
Yeah. If you're on steroids or whatever, I don't think he was on steroids, but he was on PEDs, performance enhancing drugs. If you're on PEDs and your opponent isn't, that's absolutely cheating in my book, unless you're both allowed to do it.
You've never taken anything like that?
Absolutely not.
And on the other side, Michael Bisping tells UFC champion John Jones to hurry up or retire in sympathy for Tom Aspinall. According to Michael Bisping, UFC heavyweight champion John Jones must decide whether to continue fighting.
Square Garden at the press conference, pre-fight, post-fight, after the fight, now, still not giving any clarity on whether or not he's going to fight the guy. You have to defend the belt. It's as simple as that. If you are a fighter, you have to fight. If you are a champion, you have to defend the belt. And if you're not doing that, then shame on you.
MMA reporter Ariel Helwani claimed Jones is asking for a 6-month training camp to fight Aspinall, which would delay their potential fight to the end of the year. Considering Aspinall is on the verge of breaking Kenan Barao's record for longest reigning interim UFC champion, Bisping can't fathom the delay.
Someone says you should be stripped. He says stripped, low. Do I come across as the type of person who cares about things like that? Well, if you don't care, do the right thing. Relinquish the belt. Give it to Tom Aspinall. Let the division move on. And if you want to stroll back in and take the belt back, do it at your own time.
Speaking of Ariel Helwani, he reacts to the petitions from fans that Jon Jones should be stripped of the belt.
Or did he say something to the effect of like he's just being strategic because it's the last one and you don't want to go out on a loss? Like, I don't think Jon Jones is afraid of being knocked out. I think he just is being strategic here. And look, Jon Jones said something that I thought was really telling recently. He said he has gone to a point where he can make more money outside of the cage than inside the cage.
Angry UFC supporters have attempted to take matters into their own hands by starting a petition, with over 150,000 individuals demanding that Jones lose his belt. A petition to strip Jones has drawn a lot of attention, with many fans supporting Tom Aspinall's desire for the temporary champion to be able to advance to the next phase of his career. In other news, Demetrius Johnson thinks Tom Aspinall's star power would soar to previously unheard of levels if he defeats UFC heavyweight champion Jon Jones. However, during the interview with Aspinall, he sympathizes with the long wait.
Me and Mike were talking about this before you guys got here. This is the only sport in the world that I know of that you can have somebody hold your career back.
Yep.
Meaning that, like, okay, we have a healthy champion who has shown a little bit interest to fight you, not really a lot of interest to fight you, but you can't fight because you're like, I'm just trying to fight, but it's not happening, right?
However, Johnson also believes that Jones might be scared of Tom's movement in ring.
It's huge risk. You're younger, you're athletic, you hit hard, you pose problems. We don't have much data on you, meaning that we don't know what happens if you do. And this is me speaking from an analyst and like my experience in MMA. Like, if
For Sonnen, it's different. Chael Sonnen recently commented on the controversy surrounding the UFC heavyweight division, as a petition to deprive Jon Jones of the title has amassed more than 150,000 signatures.
And I just think this is fascinating. And I don't think that we have all the information. I think Jon Jones's hands are clean. That's what I think. I do think Jon said something stupid about I need 6 months from the day the contract signed. I do think there's some trueness to that.
Although many people believe that Jones versus Aspinall will be the next battle, the American has repeatedly denied the possibility. A petition has been started as a result of the purported avoidance by Jones of meeting Aspinall, which has angered many fans, with many believing Aspinall will beat Jones.
Give me a full breakdown of how you see the Jones-Aspinall scrap going down. I think Aspinall knocks him out in the first round. Faint and heavy, jolty movements, couple calf kicks. Jones shoots in, gets it stuffed. Aspinall separates, has Jones a bit up against the cage, takes the center. More faintly movement, jabs the body, low kick again. Bolts in with the 1-2.
A possible bout between Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall to unify the UFC Heavyweight Championship has once again drawn warnings from Daniel Cormier, who says his bitter rival might lose by knockout for the first time in combat sports. Daniel Cormier believes Jon Jones is afraid of getting knocked out cold by Tom Aspinall. Jones has also been under fire from Colby Covington, who has openly accused him of ducking Tom Aspinall, just as he allegedly ducked Francis Ngannou. According to Covington, Jones is a disgrace and a coward, and he refuses to engage in combat with opponents he believes have the potential to defeat him.
So, I don't think anything special that performance. I think Jon needs to stop ducking Tom Aspinall, just like he ducked Ngannou. He ducked Ngannou for years. Now he's ducking Aspinall. So he doesn't want to fight the guys he knows he's getting his ass whooped against.
Tom Aspinall has made his stance crystal clear. He's not buying Jon Jones's silence or excuses. By calling him out publicly, Aspinall's forcing the UFC legend into the spotlight. daring him to respond. Whether Jones answers the challenge or continues to dodge, one thing's certain, the pressure's on, and Aspinall isn't letting up anytime soon.